huge, one massive big piece of wallpaper and plonk it right across your wall, because it takes a long time, it's probably expensive, and there could be waste, etc., etc., etc. What you do when you're wallpapering your house is you use little strips. So think about that here. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to use we're going to use one strip actually of this graphic that's just going to go across, that's just going to repeat across the header. So to explain it, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to zoom right in here, and I only need 1 pixel, right? So I'm just going to use my pixel selection tool like this, and I'm going to go out, out, out until I'm only using 1 pixel. And I know I'm only using 1 pixel here because I'm moving this selector tag here just out by 1. So there's 1 pixel, that's all I need, right? So if I go, I might just move it in the center for some, and I'll explain that. I think the reason I was going to, no, sorry, I won't move it in the center. It's fine the way it is. So image, crop. That there is going to be our background of our header, and we're going to tile that or repeat that background header like that. Look at that, it's tiny. And you can imagine the advantage of this as well is, I'm going to save it now, save for web. The advantage of this is, and I have a menu background, save over that one. The advantage of this is that, think about it, you're using 1/100th of the width, or less, you know, of the size of the graphic that you needed. Okay, well, it's almost 1,000 actually, because it's 960 pixels wide, and we're only using 1 pixel. So think about how much space we'll be saving there, and think about, it's very clever maintenance of something, and makes things easier for yourself. So 1 pixel image. Let's go into Dreamweaver now. This is our header. So let's go into our header div. I'm going to jump across to the style sheet. Header, header, header. There we go. And I'm going to choose the pencil. Now, jump straight to background for me, which is nice, but I'm going to change, no, I'm not going to change anything. Background, I'm going to say no background color. And background image, browse, and you see that it jumps right into the images folder of where we are, which is handy. It means I don't have to be clicking around looking for iAct or anything like that. I mean, I won't. It's the same for you guys. You won't have to be clicking around in your own computer. So menu, background, choose. Let's just see what it looks like. Apply that. Okay. Command S. We can already see something different here. Save again, jump over, and Control R to refresh. Nice. So you can see that this lovely blue background has come in, but that's not our entire background, is it? Our background is much higher, right? So what's happening is the CSS is chopping off a certain section of this background. So I'm going to jump over and find out exactly the height of it. Bear with me. It's not 188. It couldn't be. This document is it 188? Let me try it. Let's look in the header in Dreamweaver and change that to 188. Header height equals 160. I'm going to change that to 188. Okay. Jump across. Control R. Beautiful. So there's the, I didn't think it was 188. It looks much higher than that. But you can see now that that background image is 1 pixel is tiled across over and 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 over again, giving it that seamless look, which is lovely. It's already a unique looking kind of header, and it's, you know, it's looking good. So what I might do now also is go into the, you can see that in here I just went straight into the CSS and I changed that figure. I want you guys to, don't force yourself to get into the habit, but there's nothing wrong with doing it or going over here and clicking the pencil to edit your style sheet. It's all, you know, relative. So what I'm going to do now is have a look at the border. I'm going to give us a not same for all. I'm going to give us a bottom border, and I'm going to give us a solid thin. Let's go dark gray borderline at the bottom of our header, and let's see what happens. I haven't tried this in my testing, but let's just see what happens. That's nice. Look, there gives a black border, and that's making things stand out a bit. Or not a black border, it's a dark gray one, but it's really making things stand out. You can see here now that these sidebars aren't being affected for some reason by this fella here. They kind of are though. Watch this. If If I jump over to Dreamweaver and go into my index page, what I can do is click this fella like this. I can physically move him down to roughly there, right? And I can save that and save the style sheet, jump over to Dreamweaver, refresh that, and you can see he's moved down. But because we're all perfectionists, that doesn't compute with us. Look at that. There's a pixel missing there and it's jumping over the edge here, not into it. So what I'm going to do is go back to Dreamweaver and undo that. I think I've already gone too far. Let's see how far I've undone. Okay, I'm fine. Look at this. This is the div ID equals sidebar 1. Let's go into that sidebar 1 and start seeing what's going on there. Sidebar 1. Let's leave it with the script here. Okay, so property position is absolute. Now, top 60. The actual width of this div. Okay, I'm just seeing if any of these are important. No. Let's jump over to it this way. It might be easier for you to see things. Sidebar 1. Background is just a background color. Block, box. And the width is 150. That's fine. The padding, that's inside it. Now, I like to keep my padding the same. I don't know why they have it inconsistent. I wouldn't do that. I like to keep it the same. The border, okay. Now, let me go back, sorry, to box. Okay, list. Position. Now, placement. Why is it placed 60 pixels from the top? And I'm guessing it's placed 60 pixels from the top because the original header was 60 pixels high before we did anything. So what I'm going to do now is jump over to Photoshop again. Remember this guy? This is going to push it down a certain height. And as far as I remember, the height is 188. Apply that. Okay that. Save that. Jump over to this, and look at that. Snug, right down at the bottom. Now, I pressed undo too many times, so I got rid of that line we had under the header, but that's okay. So I'm going to go over to the sidebar 2 and do the same thing. Sidebar 1, sidebar 2, top 188. And what it's doing there is the HTML there is just saying that there's a margin from the top that's pushing it down 188 pixels. And that's an absolutely fine way to do it. Okay, so what you see now is something that's beginning to come together. Okay, so see how you get on with that. Now I know you don't have Photoshop, so I'm going to include these the folder with the images, and I want you to use the images that I've given you. Okay.